All right, it's time for another science lab. Hey everybody. Today your learning target is I can identify the difference between a mixture and a solution. Today you'll be working with two white powders, one of which is calcium carbonate and the other of which is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is salt, calcium carbonate is chalk. Um, in today's lab you're going to want to take a look at page 102. The first thing you're going to do is get some post-it notes and 4 plastic cups. And you want to label 2 cups with labels that say calcium carbonate, CaCO3, and you want to label the other 2 cups with sodium chloride, NaCl. After labeling the cups, you're going to take 1 white scoop for each substance, so you should have 2, and you're going to just get 1 level spoonful of calcium carbonate and put it in a cup labeled calcium carbonate, and do the same thing with the sodium chloride. Get 1 scoop of sodium chloride and put it in a cup labeled sodium chloride. Then, using the magnifying glass of science, you're going to observe each substance very carefully. Just take a look, and you're going to record your observations before mixing them with water in your data table on page 102. You can see the red arrow. Record your substances and what you see using the magnifying glass. Next, you're going to get a plastic cup full of water and use a syringe to measure 30 milliliters of water into a syringe and add it to each of your cups of sodium chloride and calcium carbonate. So 30 milliliters into that one, 30 milliliters of water into this one. Use those syringes to do it. Then you're going to find a stirring rod, which each of you should have in your lab group. I'm using a pen, but you can take your stirring rod and stir the water and each substance in each cup. Then you will make observations after mixing them with water. I'm pointing in with my red arrow where you'll write your observations for that. Next, we are going to filter the sodium chloride using this filter setup system. It's a plastic cone on 3 legs. You're also going to have a circular piece of white filter paper. And what you do is you fold the filter paper in half, like this, semicircle, and then you fold it into a 1/4. So you get a nice little cone-shaped object that you can place right into your filter system like that. Then you're going to take the empty cup that says sodium chloride on it, place it underneath the filter system, and you're going to take your liquid that you mixed with water, or your solid sodium chloride mixed with water, and you're going to carefully pour it through the filter paper and observe what happens. You're going to record your filtering results for the sodium chloride where I'm pointing on page 103 of your lab notebook. When you've finished filtering the sodium chloride, you're going to take your sodium chloride filter, place it in the empty sodium chloride cup, and set it aside. Then you will take another piece of filter paper and fold it into the cone, place it into your filter, and you're going to take the calcium carbonate cup and place it underneath the filter, and take your calcium carbonate mixed in liquid and filter this one through your filter system. When you're finished, you should again take your filter paper and put it in the empty cup labeled calcium carbonate for saving it for later. At each lab station should be a well tray. You've used these before, and we're going to use the well tray to observe our mixtures of the water and powders. So as you can see on the screen, there's 12 spots, and we're going to use pipettes. And the first pipette you're going to take into your cup of water, plain water that you used before, and put 10 drops using the pipette into well tray at the top, number 1. The next one, you're going to take your cup of calcium carbonate that you've filtered, and you're going to place that using 10 drops from a different pipette into the second level of your well tray, like well tray number 5. And finally, you're going to take your sodium chloride that you filtered, the liquid that you filtered with sodium chloride, and you're going to place it in the lower well tray, like number 9. Okay, so that'd be for period 1. You can see how the well tray is set up. So for each subsequent period, the H2O goes in 1, 2, 3, or 4. Calcium carbonate goes in 5, 6, 7, or 8. And sodium chloride goes in 9, 10, 11, or 12. When you've completed your putting the liquids into the well tray, you're finished. It's really important that you clean everything in your lab station. So take off your Post-it notes, put those in the trash. Your filter paper should go in the trash. Clean up your lab station so it's back to the way you found it. The one thing, please leave your well tray. Do not clean out your well tray. We're going to let that evaporate and take a look at it tomorrow. So leave that on your lab bench to evaporate, and we'll just use it for the next class. So once you're all